Hey class, today we're going to be learning about dividing a whole number into fraction and a fraction into a whole number, and we're going to do that two different ways. We're going to use one with pictures, and we're going to learn a new method to do that today. So here it is. Okay, so here's the first way we're going to do it. We're going to work on 4 divided by 1/2. So the first thing we're going to notice is that the 4 is our whole number, and we're dividing it into 1/2. So what we're going to start with is our picture. And we have 4 whole squares right here that you can see. This is representing our whole number of 4. And then it says that we're dividing it into 1/2. So what we're going to do is divide our whole square in half on each one of them. And that's represented by the green halves. So each one is divided into half. So then after you do that, I want you to go ahead and label each square. So I did this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that gives us our answer on that one. 4 divided by 1/2 equals 8. So I have that right here with 4 divided by 1/2 equals 8. On this next one, I want you to go ahead and pause it when I show you the equation, and then I want you to try and do it by yourself, and then check your answer with my explanation. So go ahead and pause your video after I show you the equation. So our equation is 8 divided by 1/6. So go ahead and pause your computer and try that one by yourself. Okay, so for 8 divided by 1/6, you can see that I have 8 big boxes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is my whole number, and I'm dividing it by 1/6. So I have to split each of my boxes up into 6 parts. So you can see that I did that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts in this box, and I kept labeling it all the way through like I want y'all to do. I labeled each one, and I ended up with 48 boxes. So 8 divided by 1/6 is 48. 8 divided by 1/6 equals 48. But what if I switched this? What if I had 1/6 divided by 8? How would I do that? It's a little bit different, so let me show you, okay? Okay, so here's my 1/3 divided by 6. It's different because I have the fraction first instead of the whole number first. So I'm not going to divide it, like I can't start with 1/3 boxes, right? So I start with one big box, which is represented by my blue box right here. Started with one big box, and I divided it into thirds. So you can see that I have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So that equals one whole box. And then I divided each of the thirds into 6 pieces. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in my 1/3 box. And here's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in my 2/3 box. And then here's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in my 3/3 box. So I started with one big box. I divided it into thirds. And then I divided the thirds into 6 parts because that's what my problem told me to do. And I ended up getting 18 total. So 1/3 divided by 6 equals 1 out of 18. So go ahead and try this one. Go ahead and pause it and try this one by yourself. Okay. Now we can do it together. Okay, so I started with one big box right here. And I divided each of them into 8 parts because I need 1/8. That's what my problem tells me. And to get that, I have to split my big box into 1/8 or into 8s. So I represented that in the black marker. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. So then I need to divide each of my parts into 4. And I did that in the red marker. So you can see this one I did 4. This one I did 4, and this one I did 4. I did it to all of them. And then, like I did on every other problem, you have to label your boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way down to 32. So I know that there's 32 boxes. So 1/8 divided by 4 equals 1 out of 32.